You're seeing me right now because you're being asked to step even more deeply into your gratitude practice. And I know that some of you may be thinking like, oh, I've got my time at night when I do that. But this is more like a conscious acceptance and reverence towards yourself, because you have been doing a lot of work to get yourself where you are currently, and the road hasn't been easy. And for a lot of you, it's been a lot of pushing, where we're in this Saturn year, and it's been like little bit of rewards, or it's almost like every breakthrough immediately comes with another lesson, right? It's like we've been repeating a lot of cycles, we've been digging deeper. It's almost like a deep dive into the things that really make us us. And there have been a lot of limiting beliefs that have been popping up in the energy recently that you may have been feeling controlling you, or you feel like you're sucked into certain cycles that have been really hard to break, or it's almost like every time you get through it, it breaks you down into another layer, that it's like every time you complete a cycle, it opens up another floor of things that you need to dredge up and take a look at. It's been a lot of death energy and like exploring and creating. Interesting where I have this protector here. So this is what it's really doing for you guys is this is like the King of Wands kind of energy. So there's like a lot of creativity that's happening here. But again, where this is like a back and forth kind of energy, is you're making progress and it's actually propelling you very far in life, but you may not be seeing it right now because all you're feeling is this struggle. Interesting where I have this romantic here is that's where this gratitude practice comes in, is this romanticizing your life. And I have this 9 of Trees at the back of my deck. So this is like personal accomplishment and fulfillment, that kind of thing. It's a very personal big win. And that's what you're actually experiencing, but you can't see it because you're doing battle with your limiting beliefs, even though you're not seeing how much farther it's propelling you forward. And that's why you're being called to step into this gratitude practice and romanticize your life a little bit, because you've been putting in so much hard work. You've been doing the work. That's one thing that no one can take from you, is your work ethic and what you've been doing. The next coming weeks are going to be very significant, like the end of October, beginning to like mid-November is going to be very significant when you see a lot of changes. Many of you, if you're specifically seeing this reading, are going to be wrapping up 2025 very strong. And this will resonate with you if you feel like this year has been exhausting, if it feels like you have been going to bat every single day. And that's part of why this gratitude practice is being asked of you right now, because you may only be seeing this fight every single day. Like you get up and you go to battle every single day with your demons, with your goals, with whatever it is. But you're being asked to expand a little bit, to I guess like look past the struggle towards this, to end off the year. That it's start putting yourself in this new mindset, start looking at things from a more romanticized perspective. That it's as you, it's almost like seeing when I first opened this deck, there was the 5 of Swords reversed at the very beginning. I should have touched on that because that ties into this message, which is that like picking your battles kind of energy, but you're releasing that, the need to fight yourself, the need to like take everything on. It's almost like when healing becomes an addiction, that kind of thing. It's releasing that to finally see like, I am enough, I've done enough. And it's time to like take a look at your life from this new perspective, that you have gone to battle to build this thing. This is especially a creative project that some of you have been working on. For a lot of you, this is like you've been creating your life. And now it's time for you to enjoy it. Whatever it is that you've been building, whatever you've been doing. And you've been going through these cycles so that you see that this is very much just an internal thing. That whatever external thing you think you needed to be happy, you could have that. And then once you have it, you're on to the next thing. And that it'll just be a repeating cycle until you realize that like the happiness is where I am now, and that what you have is very much enough. And you're being called to look at things from that perspective. Be grateful to yourself. Be grateful for all of this work that you've put in, because you've gone to bat every single day for yourself, for your dreams, for your creations, for all of that. Whatever it is that you've been building, growing, doing, you've been putting in the work. And that's what Saturn has asked of us this year. So this is your sign and your confirmation, especially if you've been wondering, because this is what I find the most, especially with my personal reading clients that will reach out to me, is the ones who are doing the most work are the ones who never see it, because you're so close to it. You've got your nose right to the paper, right to the pavement, all of that. You're doing all of the hard work that you don't even see it. And it's always those that have the time, and like I say, time to criticize, judge, all of that. They'll be able to point out your flaws and think that you'll internalize that and think that you're not working hard enough and all of that. Meanwhile, it's those people, the people that have the time to sit on the sidelines and all of that. They're the ones that aren't putting in the work. The ones that are getting up every day and feel like they're going to battle. Those are the ones putting in the work, because you wouldn't have a battle if you didn't have things going on and obstacles that you were overcoming. And that's all about progress. That's all about growth. So take this time to appreciate yourself and to see just how much it is that you've actually done. I always recommend that you do like a yearly life review. Take wherever you are right now and look back to where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, what have you. However far you need to go back, so that you can see just how far you've come and how much you've transformed. I always recommend journaling as this kind of practice, just so that you can see all of your wins, all of these like personal successes that you've built. 555 on my timer. There's been a lot of change, and so that you can see how much you've changed. So if this resonates with you, let me know. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can head to the link at the top of my page. They're in my Etsy shop. I also have meetings now where you guys have been asking just to speak with me outside of tarot, just about like whatever's going on in your life. So you can schedule those too. Those are also in the link in my bio. And check out my Substack. Thanks, guys.